What is going on, Hive Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about taking intermittent fasting to the next level for maximum fat loss. Let's go ahead and break this concept down in this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, quickly before we start, this video is brought to you by yours truly, Fledge Fitness and the Fledge Fitness Jump Rope. If you haven't gotten yours yet, what are you waiting for? With the ergonomic design, aluminum handle, and swivel design, you can't go wrong with the Fledge Fitness Jump Rope. You can click on the top right hand corner of this video or down in the description box below. Of course, as always guys, thank you so much for your support. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, so this is something that a lot of people try to ask of me. They ask me, how can I take intermittent fasting to the next level? Sometimes it's because they hit a plateau, or sometimes it's because they feel very comfortable and they don't want to feel comfortable in what they're doing. They want to feel a little bit uncomfortable to feel like they're moving the needle into the direction, into their goal of fat loss or what have you. So they always ask, or a lot of people ask, how do I take intermittent fasting to that next level? What do I do? What's the added thing? Or what's the added difficulty to take what I'm doing here, make it harder, but give me faster or better results? I always say this: do not change what you're doing now. Regardless of this is the thing that a lot of people are not going to wrap their heads around. They think that the pace in which they are losing weight will continue to streamline, almost like a downward slope, to their goal. If your goal is 150 pounds and you're 190 pounds and you've been losing weight, and the first week you lost 5 pounds, so now you're 185, you're expecting the second week to be 180. But instead, you only got down to 183. And you think to yourself, well, fine, whatever. It doesn't really matter. 183 isn't that bad. I could probably continue to lose this much weight. And by this time in September, I'll be my goal weight. And then you realize the next week, you haven't even lost a pound. And now you start to panic. And you're like, wait a second. This was working for me, but now it's not. And maybe it's because my body is comfortable or my body understands what's happening, so it is stopping weight loss. No. Whatever you do, regardless of what it is, you will have to deal with something called adaptive thermogenesis, and that's basically your body adapting to the reduction in calories. Your body trying to be efficient, thus burning less calories, plus you weigh less every time you lose weight, so you actually require less energy just to move your own body weight around. There are so many different factors that scale is not telling you. It's not telling you how much of that weight is water. It's not telling you how much of that water is fluctuating. It's not telling you how much of that weight is glycogen buildup from carbohydrate intake. It's not telling you any of those things. It's just telling you how much you weigh at this exact moment. But you don't care really about how much you weigh. The honest truth for everyone who's trying to lose weight is that you care about how much your fat weighs, how much body fat are you losing or not losing. You can be losing body fat under the exterior of the fact that you've fluctuated some water weight on, or you stored some more glycogen, all of which can carry weight on it. It's a dangerous slope when you start to say, how can I take this thing to the next level? How can I take this diet to the next level? How can I take intermittent fasting to the next level? Because what ends up happening is you start saying to yourself, well, because I hit this wall, I'm going to now, do a 3-day fast. And then you do a 3-day fast and it works great for you because obviously you're not eating for 3 days. That is a massive caloric deficit and you get that result. Then you try to go back in and you start noticing that weight is coming back as your water is fluctuating back in, glycogen is fluctuating back in. And then you kind of panic and say, well, the 3-day thing worked for me. I'm going to do the 3-day again. You do the 3-day thing again and it doesn't work that well the way it did in the beginning. You start to panic a little bit and think that, oh, I'm going back again. Somehow I'm not losing weight. I need to do 1 week of fasting. This is the slippery slope where people end up going into a month, multiple months of fasting when it is not necessary. Are you going to lose a lot of water weight? Yes. Is that water weight going to give you a false sense of accomplishment? Yes. Because yes, you do need to lose water weight in the process of losing weight. Water weight is something that comes off first, but it isn't your body fat specifically. You want to lose body fat in the way that you can sustain for the rest of your life. You can't sustain going on 1 week, 1 month fasting regimens just to try to super hyper speed your weight loss. You're going to be losing muscle because your brain can only work off of ketones for about 70% of the energy. It will have to do glucose neogenesis and break down muscle for the other percentage. The only way you can stave this off if you eat in time. So if you do more than 48 hours, you're doing unnecessary amounts of fasting. You don't need to go that hard. It's not about taking it to the next level. It's about understanding the misconceptions of what the scale is, using pictures as well as videos, and how tight your clothes feel or don't feel on you to give you more data points on if body fat is being lost. Continuing your regimen with the understanding that no matter what you do, it will slow down. And at some points, look like you didn't even lose anything. But I've had so many moments, and many people have had moments, where they don't feel like they're losing anything. They did well in the beginning. They go to sleep, they wake up, and now they're 5 pounds less than the day before because the water weight had flushed out and exposed what the body fat loss really was. Stick to what works for you in the long term, because that will be the thing that ultimately matters, because the biggest problem has never been the weight loss, especially here in America. The biggest problem is weight regain. Most people cannot keep the weight off because they do unsustainable tactics. Hopefully this video has helped you guys. And of course, as always, I want to thank my patrons for my Patreon. I'm going to go ahead and put their names right up here. And as always, guys, I'll see you on Sunday for another FAQ. Peace!